Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Good friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe. Let the happiness take you in.
Good morning. We even got a cat. Well, we did have a cat. Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to a special episode. And we probably won't have to go way over time like I thought we were, because they released the ban list already.
Oh, really?
Nothing was banned, but things were unbanned.
So that means the concert's not happening,
right?
Or are we having a party because there's unbannings, or are we not having a party because there's no band?
Well, from what the cards they unbanned, Hellwheeler's going to poop his pants.
Oh Lord!
Like his power 4 decks or bracket 4 decks, they're not going to stand a chance. Because he doesn't run blue very much. I'm kidding. Like I own 2 of the cards that are unbanned, so I'm excited. But there's cards I want unbanned. One of the cards I was hoping would be unbanned today was not unbanned, but it's the card of the day. That is Profit Crufix. I want this card unbanned. I still own 3 copies of this, and I've been holding on to them for the unbanned list, so maybe next time it'll be unbanned. Cost 3 generic, a blue and a green, so 2/3. Creature, human, wizard. At the beginning of your upkeep, untap all land. Oh, not at the beginning of your upkeep. Untap all creatures and lands you control during each other player's untap step. And you may cast creature cards as though they had flash.
Man.
I'm just waiting to pull the trigger on this and play this, but it's pretty crazy. But anyways, before we get into the big details, let's say hello to people in chat. We got, hi, KJ. He's floating between the show and chat. Hey, what's up? Oops, wrong chat. But anyways, then we got Real Wiz. What's up, Real Wiz? I hope you're feeling better today. Your emotions are on idle. Hope you do pretty good. Yeah.
Hey, it's all right. If you need an emotional support human, I'm there.
He's there. Oh yeah.
Or at least just the head, the emotional support head in a jar. I can't say that there's enough human left, but if you need emotional support head in a jar, I'm there.
Mm-hmm. Then we got
Lone Wolf.
That's right. That was some epic voicing there, KJ. I appreciate it. Then we can't forget the one, the only, the legendary DeLawson. What's up?
In a world where YouTube has chat, we find DeLawson.
That's right. DeLawson. That's right. And welcome to the Morning Coffee Show. This is the 23rd episode. It would have been awesome if the 22nd episode was today, because today's the 22nd and it's the unbanned announcement. That would have been so flavorful, but it didn't happen that way. Yeah. Oh, look, we got it appearing from the abyss, opening portals, traveling, spreading the good word. We got MetaMonk. Hey, MetaMonk, what's up? Makes no sense that Prophet is banned while Seedborn and others like it or not. Like I said, many times bannings is unnecessary. They are cards to answer everything. Yes, they are.
Yep.
And DeLawson says he takes a bow. That's right. But anyways, yeah. So first of all, let's introduce everybody here. We got Hillbilly, handsome as ever. You know, that's right. Look at that, supermodel in training. How you doing, Hillbilly?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good.
All right, nice. And how was your stream this morning?
Oh, it went pretty good too. I mean, I played Ugin.
Played Ugin. You know, yesterday, I went to the card shop with some friends to open a couple of play booster boxes yesterday. My friend has like the luck. He opened a Ghostfire Ugin, right? A Ghostfire Ugin, a regular Mox Jasper, and a foil Mox Jasper. I'm like, holy
moly.
Right? Insanity, everybody. It was crazy. All right, KJ, how are you doing this morning? The head in the jar, the star.
Oh, I'm good, minus a few technical difficulties with the tech that's keeping me around.
Yep. All pun intended, but the internet's your life support.
Pretty much. Yesterday was the end of my gaming streams temporarily, as my OBS completely took a crash, and has to do with some plugins that were required in order to do some collabs, and these plugins corrupted OBS. I uninstalled OBS, reinstalled it. The plugins are still there, which turns out they were plugins that were installed to Windows in order to use Streamlabs, and something called Melon and Bean. Thank you, Streamlabs. I appreciate that. So I was trying to stream Minecraft Monday yesterday with Jesse and a few other people, and it turned into me once again creating swear words that don't exist and rage quitting video games yet once again in my life. I'll still be playing video games, just they won't be live on stream until I get things all situated. Fortunately, a friend of mine has purchased a external hard drive so I can back up my computer, and I borrowed another external hard drive from a friend, which I'm currently in the process of backing it up because I'm kind of impatient. So hopefully we'll move everything over to the new hard drive and then reformat the computer, and hopefully I'll be back up and running by tomorrow. I'm going to try doing some test runs today, so don't be surprised if you see me go live randomly during the day with test. Is this thing working?
Test. Yes.
Cool.
Well, I hope you got some hot coffee in your tortoise cup.
Well, you know what I have in my tortoise cup? I actually have a whole bunch of Andes mints in there because I am not going to defile this coffee cup yet. I'm waiting till Jesse gets hers. I'm sitting in solidarity until I'm able to ship out the complete bulk order. I'm still waiting on one last package before I ship it out, and then we'll be shipping our order to Jesse overseas, nice. or our box of Pokemon, Magic, comic books, and a few other things that we got for her that cool. Some of the people in the community were kind enough to send her. So we'll be sending that out, and when she gets her coffee cup, I'll be christening mine. In the meantime, it's got Andes mint sitting there, and I can.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, let's get to the ban list, right? And we're going to start with an article shared by Gavin Verhey. So, Commander banned and restricted announcement, April 22nd, 2025. Announcement dates today. Commander, Gifts Ungiven is banned, which is a powerful tutor card for blue. Sway the Stars is unbanned. Braid's Cabal Minion is unbanned. Coalition Victory is unbanned. Panoptic Mirror is unbanned. These are powerful cards. But don't get me wrong, they're not being unbanned without cause, right? Gavin Verhey says the BF Commander format panel. We would have to say the evaluation of format's ban list since the panel was announced last year. We have now finished evaluation of the list, and today we are unbanning 5 cards. For those using the brackets to define your decks, it should be noted that these cards unbanned will immediately be moved to the Game Changers list. So, yeah, bracket 3, bracket 4 right away. And if you're interested in more talk about brackets, you can check out today's update, including several new game changers in the article, which I will watch later. So since this list has been up, we might not have to go over time as much as I thought because we got the unbanned announcement here, and the game changers I'll check out later, and we cover that tomorrow on a question Q&A Wednesday. When it came to reviewing the ban list and the unbanning cards, we felt that these cards we unbanned should meet some of all the criteria. Cards that have some fond memories associated with them. Cards that can contribute to positive game play patterns, enjoyable decks, and splashy moments. And these cards don't create runaway games or negative gameplay patterns, which I know one of the cards on the list can loop infinite turns like crazy.
Ooh.
All right. So here are the cards that are unbanned. Gifts Ungiven. 3 generic on blue. You search your library for up to 4 cards with different names, reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards and put the chosen cards into your graveyard and the rest into your hand. Then shuffle. Pretty solid. Then we got Sway the Stars. Cost 8, 9, 10 mana. Sorcery. Each player shuffles his or her graveyard and permanents he or she owns into their library. Then draws 7 cards. Each player's life will become 7.
Ouch.
Yeah. Powerful. And we got Braid's Cabal Minion. God knows I have enough of these. 2 generic, 2 black, 2/2. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices an artifact, creature, or land.
Oh, I want that.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty spicy. Then we got Coalition Victory. Got 3 generic and Wooburg. White, blue, black, red, green. You win the game if you control land of each basic land type and a creature of each color.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. Pretty splashy. And here's the most broken card on the list. Panoptic Mirror. 5 mana artifact that you pay X and you tap it to imprint a card onto it, like an instant or sorcery. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you may copy the imprinted instant or sorcery card and play the copy without paying its mana cost.
Oh, my God. That is busted.
Yep. Surprisingly. And that's created list right there. On Dockside Extortionist, Jeweled Lotus, and Mana Crypt, we would be plugging our ears if we did not acknowledge the elephants in the room when it comes to this series of unbans. So the September bans of Dockside, Lotus, and Mana Crypt, many players are probably immediately scrolled down in this long article and quickly as they could to discover the fates of their cards. We did talk about these cards and are not unbanning them at this time. At this time, meaning the future may change.
Mm-hmm.
Opinions from the Commander format panel varied. Some believe Commander is more fun without them. Others would like more time to see how the Commander bracket system is adopted before doing anything here. And others felt it's too soon to do anything with these cards. There were a few people who were open to doing something with Jeweled Lotus, but that was not the majority opinion. The overwhelming majority of the panel did not want to do anything with any of these cards at this time. I will be transparent and say I believe any of these are ever to return. The most likely one is Jeweled Lotus due to its one-shot nature, iconic feel, and ability to support high mana value commanders. I want to be clear. This is not me saying that they will never happen, but that was one among the panel of the most attraction. Now, future bans. Commander has been through a lot since last September. It's been a time with a change of hands, a new panel being formed, and lots of uncertainty around what will remain on the ban list. After this appraisal of the banned cards list and changes, we'd like to take some time to just let things sit. For everybody to excel and breathe after waiting on this announcement and have a bit more time to relax the Commander news world. Additionally, we love to give more time for the Commander bracket system to develop, which will help inform how much moving cards off the ban list and into the Game Changers list does for how often and where those cards show up. So we're committing no further changes to the ban list for the rest of the year. or the rest of this year. Starting next year, we can touch on the ban list again and more regular intervals. So not just one ban window a year. We want to hold off for the rest of this year. The only exception will be what I'm calling the Nadu contingency, which is if a new unbanned card begins to become generally revealed or reviled or revealed. Yeah. And people just want it gone as soon as possible. We can break the seal and act earlier. However, I hope we do not need to do this, and it would need to be fairly extreme circumstances. And as often been stressed to me, Commander moves slowly. It's fine to take our time and let everything settle. Stability is the core tenet of Commander's philosophy. Recently, it hasn't always felt that way. Let's get back to the stability again. And there's people reviewing ban lists and all that stuff. All right. That's fun. All right.
Well, I want that black card.
All right. Let's get back to chat really quick. We got Kane Checker in chat. It says, is nobody going to point out that SFT is forcing everyone to time travel into the past? That's right.
Well, I'm still technically in the future, just my voice is echoing to the past.
That's
Does
right.
that count? Does that count?
Mm-hmm. That's right. Lone Wolf says, I ended up picking up Panoptic Mirror for $1.50. Not sure if it's going to be worth much. It's going to jump.
Mm-hmm.
MTG Game Bob. Unban everything. I hope we get to a point where we get to unban about everything. I still agree with the reserve list on the ban list.
Yep.
Listed on TCG between 36 and 80. Woo!
Oof.
Metamunk, Panoptic Mirror is that much. And he's like, I agree, Bob. That's right. Thanks, Metamunk. Seems like I did okay then. Oh, yeah. Trust me, Panoptic Mirror was a problem when it first came out, but pile level, bracket level, whatever, I think we're okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's enough artifact and chat removal out there. But let's go over the cards again, because I did take the time to save them and upload them.
Oh.
One of my favorite cards of all time that I know I have a copy of somewhere. I want to put it in one of my decks is Gifts Ungiven. 3 generic and a blue. Instant. Search your library for up to 4 cards with different names and reveal them. Target opponent chooses 2 of those cards, puts those chosen cards into your graveyard, the rest in your hand, and shuffles. Ooh. So this card is unbelievably powerful. This was banned because it grabs combo pieces. So you get to search your library for 4 cards with different names, and your opponent gets to choose 2 of the cards. So you're going to pick out the 4 of your best cards. And your opponent's going to choose 2 of them for you to throw in your graveyard, which in a Reanimator deck is not horrible. And this card will grant you 2 cards, 4 mana, 2 cards, instant speed of your choice. That's pretty solid. And it's half your choice. And I believe I have a copy somewhere. I keep wanting to look for my binders, but they're in another room and look for this card. But it's pretty solid. One of my favorite cards, good and limited and everything. I mean, if I was Hillbilly, I'd get a copy of this for your blue-green deck.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
I want it.
Want it. That's such a good card. I think I have 1 copy available. And I want to play it. The next card on the list is Sway of the Stars. 8 generic mana and 2 blue. 10 mana total. Sorcery. A massive board wipe. So you know this has got Tortoise's attention. I didn't know this was a card, to be honest with you. Like in my Dinosaurs deck, this could be mean. Each player shuffles his or her hand, graveyard, and permanents he or she controls into his or her library. And draws 7 cards. Each player's life total becomes 7.
Oof.
That's pretty neat. Drink your coffee, boys and girls. This is going to be an awesome unbanning. This is expensive. This is expensive to play. I don't know, like 10 mana. That's a late game card, you know. Unless you're playing Joda, the Archmage Eternal. This card is huge, huge.
Yup. Imagine that probably goes in one of those Joda decks.
Right. It would have to be like to get the discount, you know.
Yep.
But then Panoptic Mirror. The massive combo piece with this card was putting Time Walk on this, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you take an extra turn. So you would get infinite loop extra turn. Pretty solid. Panoptic Mirror costs 5 colorless mana, and it has print X. You pay the mana cost of the card, tap this card, put it under it, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you activate the card and cast that card for free. So if you have Panoptic Mirror, not Panoptic Mirror, if you have Time Walk underneath this, you get to take an extra turn. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you take an extra turn. At the beginning of your next upkeep, take an extra turn. So you see the loop.
Mm-hmm.
Indubitably. No, I'm jealous. I want this card.
You lock people out of the game completely.
Mm-hmm. You know what Tortoise would do? I'd put a board wipe under this.
Yep.
Oh, man. If I knew this card was going to be unbanned, I'd try to order it, but I didn't.
I agree with Mrs. Hillbilly's comment there.
Let's see. Hold on. Good morning, Robert. What's up?
Hey, Robert.
Yeah.
Hey, Bubba.
Bye-bye. Then we got MTG Game Bob saying, why just the reserve list? There are many RL cards not on the ban list. It's like there's cards on the reserve list I wish were banned, like Gaia's Cradle. Yeah, just me. Someone please tell me I'm not seeing the thumbnail title incorrectly. I don't get what you're saying. All right. I don't understand what's going on. You can stay. Let's see. If they need to ban anything, they need to ban the brackets. Oh, my lord. I don't understand what's going on. Lone Wolf, give me ideas. That's right. William Claybrook. We're talking about the ban restricted list. Yes, the unbannings. We got unbannings today. That's right.
Okay. I'm just looking at the thumbnail. MTG Commander Updates.
Yeah.
April 22nd, 2022.
Yeah. That's today.
April the 22nd of 2022.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
It's 2022. I guess we did go back in time.
Yeah, that's right.
I see what Kane Circle was getting at.
Yeah, we went back in time. All right. Okay. Boo. Hold on. Hold on. But anyways, Panoptic Mirror is pretty solid. Then we got Braid's Cabal Minion. 2 generic, 2 black. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices an artifact, creature, or land. Pretty solid card indeed.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's something about this card.
What's up?
Hillbilly's jealous of it because he can no longer do that to his hair.
Right. That's pretty solid. And thank you guys for subscribing. Whoop, whoop. All right, hold on. I'm doing something really quick because Kenny Chicker brought up a good point, and I need to fix it. I want to fix it right away.
I'd never noticed that really until he said something.
Well, actually, it was mentioned already also before that when we were told that SFT was bringing us into the past.
Yeah, I didn't catch that reference.
Yeah,
I caught it. I was just trying to figure out maybe like there was a card from 2022 that got banned that's being unbanned, and you were getting to that. So I didn't want to get to it because this card's from 2021.
Yeah.
You know, so I figured you're just building up to the 2022 card that that's your big card or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, thumbnail fixed, refresh the screen, and you'll be okay.
Yeah, I didn't realize what Cat was talking about either.
That smile scares me. Hillbilly, that is. That's funny. Braid's Cabal Minion is like this card's not super powerful in the 99. What makes her powerful is the commander.
Mm-hmm.
Now she's not as broken as Tegrid God Assault. That card I wish would be banned or put in a higher bracket system with game changers because Tegrid God Assault is just horrible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Robert's Table shell. That's right. And the last card on the list is Coalition Victory. This card was banned because it's too easy to fulfill, and still today it's still easy to fulfill. So this has got to be like a bracket 4 or bracket 5. 3 generic white, Woobird, white, blue, black, green, red. Win the game if you control a land of each basic land type and a creature of each color. You only need one creature that's all 5 colors and basic land. That's pretty cool.
This is so much easier to play even now. Because you play that ley line of the guild pack, turns all your creatures and all your land into every basic land, into every basic type. So it will automatically fulfill this card. Then all you need is mana to cast it.
Oh yeah.
So that card, yeah, it's still pretty dang on game-changing thing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome, pretty amazing. Yeah, but like it's still pretty good. Like I don't know, I cleared off the card. We're still talking about it, but Coalition Victory is insanity.
Yep.
Ooh, like all these 5 cards at the unbanned will change the bracket commanders, like what brackets to go into. They're all on the game changers list. So
yeah, but this card right here, if I see a ley line guild pack, I'll be afraid to see this card next.
Yeah, like all these cards that they spoiled today and are being unbanned are going to change commander in the bracket system and how we play it. I mean, Gifts Ungiven is solid.
Yep.
An Optic Mirror is a threat. Cabal Minion's annoying. And Coalition Victory gets places. Now, Sway the Stars, that's just a lot of mana. You can cheat this out and play. If you cheat this out in this play, you just restart the game and everybody's life total becomes 7.
Yeah. I mean, this ain't that bad. I mean, Sway the Stars will speed the game up. And it will reset the whole board. Except for, it takes lands back too, because lands are permanents, ain't they?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So it restarts the whole game in that 7 life. So it will speed the game up. But you got to start with a fresh hand.
Oh, yeah. But the most annoying part of this is when half your stuff is exiled in the exile land, you're not getting a lot back.
Right.
Let's see. William, now to fix the influx of amount of cards that have been released in the last year, I'm wondering how he's going to fix that. Yeah, that's a good question.
But I wonder how much these cards are going to cost now, since they are unbanned. Because I know they probably didn't cost much because they was banned. But I imagine that the cost of these cards probably going to skyrocket.
Yeah. Some of these cards are like Panoptic Mirror is already breaching a lot of money. So Panoptic Mirror is insanity. Cabal Coffer is probably not so much. Let's see. Like, let me go to Card Kingdom. The most trusted source for buying cards.
I mean, that'd be good to bring up on the screen because I'm sure other people probably got the same question. I know that's my question about the cards. I mean, I ain't got none of them, but
I really don't need to share the screen because right now, Card Kingdom is out of stock.
Oh.
Yep.
And
they're selling between they're buying them at $4 to $5. That means they're like $10 right now.
Wow.
Yep. see.
Another site that I go to, but I don't like ordering from them because you get so many packages, is TCG Player.
Panoptic Mirror is sold out at $30.
Ooh, 30.
Like, meaning they're buying it for $30 to resell.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Then holy cow. Gifts Ungiven is sold out.
Wow.
And they're asking between $9 and $13.
That ain't bad, but
No, that's how much they're buying it for.
right. I mean, that ain't bad right now, but you know that price is going to go.
All right? It's insanity.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Sold out already.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coalition Victory. Sold out. They're buying it for $20.
$20?
Yep.
That ain't bad.
Oh, yeah.
For right now at this point.
All right. Let's Sway the Stars. Sway the Stars is at $20. They're buying it. Sold out of stock.
Dang.
All right.
People jumping on these cards.
People, yeah. Like, I didn't have to share the screen because they don't have it. I can't give you a proper estimate cost of what the cards are. They're sold out. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's all Hillbilly's fault.
Yeah, it ain't. That's KJ's fault.
Usually is.
Can't be KJ's fault. Can't be KJ's fault.
Oh no, I learned after my divorce just about everything was my fault.
But yeah, I don't have any of the cards, so I really can't say that I'm glad to see the unbannings or not. But just from looking at the cards, look pretty dang on powerful.
Pretty dang on powerful. Whoop, whoop.
Yep, especially that blue card that makes you restart the game with 7 life.
Oh yeah, it's pretty saucy.
Yep.
Yeah, like holy cow. This is a monumental step. We never had an unbanning this large in Commander in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. An unbanning. Usually we get like 1 card banned, one to 2 cards banned, and 1 card unbanned or something like that. This is 5 cards unbanned and powerful at that.
Yep.
They're
No
playing
ban.
with the system.
No bans at all, just unbanning.
Right? Insanity, people. Insanity.
Yep.
It's insane.
I'd buy that for $1. But no, I think it's crazy. Like, not only will these cards be pushed into Commander decks because people are excited to play them, they're functional, good cards. Like most cards on the ban list are. Gifts Ungiven's pretty solid. Sway the Stars, pretty solid. Expensive mana cost wise, but pretty solid. Like, I can see people playing this. Panoptic Mirror, broken.
Yep.
But it ain't as broken as it used to be because there's more ways to deal with it, but still broken. You got Braid's Cabal Minion, insanity for a commander. A commander.
Yeah.
Coalition Victory, nuts.
Yep.
I mean, what's chat's opinion about the ban list? Like, what do you guys think about the ban list? Are you guys happy with the bans? Like, I know there's a couple of you like, I'm ban everything. But yeah.
I do see the side of the unban everything people do have a certain point, though. Even though I do also see the side of the people who are cool bannings. Looking at both sides, I'm like, yeah, they made the card for the game. If I'm playing a deck that has all the cards from that year or that
Right.
release, I should be able to have those cards in my deck. That's what they were intended for when they were made. I can totally see the side of the unbanners. Now, people who are like, yeah, but those cards are broke. You can't use them. I saw a very good point in chat earlier today that there is always a card that affects another card, even the OP cards.
Yeah.
So I can see both sides of the story.
Yeah. And Robert says these unbans are a big step in the right direction. Love it. I love it too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. So I'm not sure about the ban list. I guess I'm happy and not happy about it. You just don't know. You're confused. I get it. Like, you don't know how you feel about it. That makes sense. I played against these cards in this format a long time ago and stuff. Like some of them are more powerful because of time. Some of them are not as powerful because of time.
Yep. I mean, I'm sure that some of these cards, when we go up against them, somebody ain't going to have fun.
Oh, yeah. Some of them are not going to have fun. I just got KJ's little coffee pot song.
Yep.
We're going to have to listen to that later. Well,
I posted my eulogy in song format to the In the Shell Morning Coffee podcast. For those people who don't know, Mr. Coffee passed away.
Mr. Coffee.
We had to order in his great grandson with all the bells and whistles to start making our coffee.
The bells and whistles.
Hopefully, Becky can learn how to use the new coffee pot.
On that artifact, did it say hand or graveyard?
No, it's just from your hand.
Okay, so it's not too bad.
Talking about
Yeah.
Remove an instant special card with cover mana cost X in your hand from the game and put it on the card. Yep. So the nice thing is once you destroy this artifact, you get rid of the spell forever.
Yep.
But yeah. But like no, yeah, if they made that card today's date, it's gonna be crazy. But you know what I see in the future? Secret Lair with all these cards in it.
Uh-huh.
That's insanity. Reprint list is nuts.
Yeah, there is other news, but I guess we'll discuss that tomorrow. It's something totally different than Commander.
Well, no, I know what you're talking about, but later on today, when they do the band announcement on YouTube or when they're live, they're going to talk about cards added to the Game Changers list.
Oh.
So, like, all these cards unbanned are added to the Game Changer list, but there are more cards added to the Game Changer list.
Oh, okay, cool. I want to see that.
Yeah. Even KJ made it on the Game Changer list.
It's true. I did change the game, but they did say that my jar required too much mana to make duplicate jars. So I might end up coming back on the ban list real quick here.
But yeah, I'm anxious to see that, to see what other game changers that they are considering.
They're considering too many game changers. No, I'm kidding.
That's possible. That is possible.
So they're not unbanning any cards to put on the game changers list after these cards. They're putting cards that are already legal in Commander on the game changer list. Yeah. Zombie. What's up?
So they're gonna make your decks bracket 5.
Your deck, maybe.
I doubt that. I ain't got enough tutors in my deck to make it a bracket 5.
Not all the cards on the bracket system that are in game changers are tutors.
True.
I mean, what if your favorite card is Edgar Markov is put on the bracket 5?
True. I won't be able to play it no more.
You know, just recently I found out that Bush's Baked Beans was going to do a collab with Magic the Gathering, but the people who are going to play that card, they're all tutors.
Tutors.
Beans, tutors, get it?
Mm.
Oh, wrong kind of tutor.
Yep.
What's that? Genghis Khan. Next ban cannot come from Game Changer list, though, because if that happens, people will start considering the Game Changer list to be just a commander ban watch list. True.
Yep.
True.
Yep.
Agreed. 100%.
Yep. I agree with that too.
I think the Game Changer list is to say, hey, this is the bracket level, power level of your deck kind of thing. If we're gonna put on a Game Changer list, whatever. Like it's gonna show people how optimized your deck is.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty neat to learn that they're gonna do more with the list. They're gonna add more Game Changers to the list because that's what we need is more Game Changers to the list.
Yep. I still don't see how the bracket system is working because they still can't account for synergy.
Well, I see it working every day. I don't know what you're not seeing. Is it a biased opinion of it?
They still can't account for the synergy of the decks.
Well, if you read the bracket system, right? Let me see. Give me a second.
I mean, I understand.
They're going to update it. Well, they're going to update it, but the bracket system expedition, your ultra casual deck, not very powerful at all. Of course, it's an average current pre-constructed deck. Anything that's basically a pre-constructed deck is like the level of a cheap deck is a core 2. Upgraded bracket 3s beyond the strength of an average pre-con deck. I mean, it's built like a pre-con deck, but has more power to it.
Yep.
Optimized is above and beyond a pre-constructed deck. So you take a basic generic commander deck that's not super powerful, not special edition. You got your core 2. Then the power level right now you upgrade beyond that, like up 3 is upgraded. 4 is optimized, meaning it's past the upgraded step and it has powerful game changer cards in it even more. And level 5 is CEDH, meaning at this point you're above beyond optimized and you're going for the competitive nature.
Right.
It is as simple as it says. Now, as vague as it can be, it's telling you a basic type of deck, and you can guess where it is. Like a lot of people's commander decks that we play against do fall around 3.
Okay.
So
all right, my question here is, where's the synergy come in account for on this bracket?
Well, right now, it's between core 2, upgraded, and optimized. Core 2 is not as synergistic. Upgraded 3 has more synergy, and optimized is high synergy.
Okay.
I mean, that's how you look at it. Because you're like right now, I think they do need to update the list to explain synergy as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
But if you look at the basics of it, it's all there.
Okay. So you see the synergy where they're accounting for the synergy of a deck.
Well, think about this. Look at your blue-green deck, Hillbilly. Your blue-green manifest deck is a core 2 deck at the start. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's not a special deck. It's not like your Warhammer deck. It's not
right.
like your dog meat deck where they're special edition decks, right? Because those are a little more powerful than core. But your basic commander deck, your blue-green deck, was a core deck. Then you upgraded it. It's a little bracket 3. Optimizes when you get tutors and stuff to optimize even more. That's where it goes into optimize 4.
Okay.
Right?
Well, my dog meat is a 2.
Right. Well, varying. But like I've learned, you have to adjust sometimes you have to adjust the list based on how you upgrade it, because certain game changers are not added yet. But most commander decks you buy that are special editions are around a 3. But you say your Warhammer deck is barely upgraded into 4,
Yep.
right? But what you want to look at for core 2 is your Zamone deck, and then when you upgrade it, it's a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Upgrading is adding more of that synergy. Upgrading is adding more of the cards that make your deck work. You're not going to upgrade your deck just to put in game changers. You're going to try to add synergy. So the synergy is naturally there.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's still as vague as the power level system, but what it does is opens the door for better communication about your deck. All right. Let's catch up chat. We got Chaz Streams. Yeah, hey, what's up?
What's up, Chaz?
Chaz. All right. This is a test of the glitch in time broadcast system. Had this been real time rupture, you'd be seeing way more tentacles and way less jar. Don't fret, time traveler. We are trying to make these make sense. That's right. All right. Brackets are just guidelines to help slot players into the right table play group. The social aspect is still intact. If your 2 plays as powerful as a 4, you should be at the table with other 4s. Right, but that's where the communication comes in. But I'm breaking it down how they want you to look at the bracket system.
Right. But but if it's a 2, you're gonna be set down. Then it plays as a 4. You're still gonna be set down at a table with 2.
Well, that's why they tell you to communicate with people. Like it's not a perfect system yet. They've explained that before, but they explain that it's to open up conversation and bring in a level balance. Like there's a couple decks I had that actually changed the bracket system on to upgrade it from a level 2 to a level 3 because the game changers are not there yet.
Right.
Because this is a brand new system. You got to put faith in it. You got to trust it.
Yeah, I still don't trust it myself, to be honest.
Well, what are you going to do? Trust a power level system? That's more vague than what we have now.
Well, I think the power level system is better. I guess because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah, it's broke. The power system, the level system is broke compared to the bracket system.
Yeah. I think they're both broke right now.
but the bracket system creates better boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they have the explanations and everything about it. That's what it does compared to the power level system. Though power level 1 through 10, like when you went to Commander Salt and went to the other website, the leveling systems were completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the bracket system is trying to confine the idealism of the decks.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, parts of me think that the old people in us don't want to fight the idea of change because that's what's going on. It's a change.
Mm-hmm.
But because like even I still have issues with the bracket system sometimes, but I understand it more and more each day as it's a good system to talk about. Because like I said, there's times I learn the system more myself because I look at the synergy. Some of my decks and I push it up a bracket. Like my dragon deck is a bracket 2 deck, but I push it as a bracket 3 because there's land destruction in it.
All right.
Kane Shaker says, in that case, KJ, I'm going to call Jean-Claude Van Damme. That's right. Just take a couple Black Lotuses and run it. That's right. What's up? You run a demonic attorney, I'll run my Jeweled Lotus bits. That'd be great. Power level system equals everyone and has a 7. That's right. Great movie reference. Nice. But yeah. But check it out. Check it out. Oh man. But that's pretty solid. I agree with the unbannings. I want to see more unbannings. Like my personal opinion is keep and push more reserve list cards unbanned unless you're going to remove the reserve list, honestly. Right? Like that's the only unbannings I'll agree with. Unless you want to unban some cards, go ahead. They're just going to jump in price. I have a couple reserve list cards that will just jump in price because of it. One of the cards I have that's on a reserve list in a deck, it would make me sad if they banned it, but I'd understand it, would be replenish. You know, returns all enchantments from the graveyard to the battlefield.
That's got to be a game changer.
It's not yet, but it's a finish. But it's listed as a finisher in my commander deck. I was doing that video last night. That deck, the enchantments deck. When I'm live, that yeah, pretty solid.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Kenny Chicken says the main thing I have a problem with the bracket system is level 1. A blind squirrel could build this deck stronger than that. That's right. Level 1, I think, is just a buffer. Like level 5 is a buffer because they explained it. They're like 1, 2, and 3 are the main levels that they care about. Or 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, and 4 are the main levels they care about. Level 1's a buffer, and then level 5 is a buffer, saying there's a difference, and they're trying to figure that out still. But I agree with you. A blind squirrel can build a better deck than a level 1.
I've never seen a level 1 bracket deck.
Well, build a deck full of just nothing but land, and there you go.
Well, that's going to be a level 1.
Right?
I'm talking about a regular deck. I've never seen a bracket 1 deck.
Oh yeah, bracket 1 deck. Like no one's gonna go into spell table with a level 1 deck or a bracket 1 deck, unless someone creates a bracket 1 deck and says, I'm looking for bracket 1 games, and most people are gonna be like, well, I don't have a bracket 1 deck. I like to have good cards in my deck. I think it's just the buffer to say anything weaker than a bracket 2 is level 1 or bracket 1, and it's just a buffer to saying there's ways to do it.
Right.
But it also gives you a starting point.
Yeah, true.
Robert's Table says, honestly, I think, it's really fun to build a worse deck, bracket 1. It's a much more fun challenge than building a 5. That's right. A lot cheaper, too, in most cases.
Probably.
Well, look, there's like my dragon deck right now is not a level 4 by any means. It's more a level 2, but I built that out of what I can, and it's fun. It's fun.
Sorry, I was just trying to think of a name of the deck if you were to create because you said build an all lands deck, and I'm just thinking, what would you call that deck? The Slumlord deck.
Slumlord. That's right.
You got all the land. You just got to figure out who's going to occupy it. So we got this land out here. Anybody going to tap that?
All right. They're funny. Anyways, on top of that, there are man lands out there. There are lands that turn into creatures and stuff. There's a way to build it. They usually call the decks are normally called land point 1, land point 2, land point 3, or something like that. So, trust me, there's a couple times I tried getting Hillbilly to build all land decks.
Yep.
That's funny. Like I remember one time getting a guy to table flip over a deck full of basic land. So hey, anything could happen, even if they're winning. Even if they're winning. But anyways, to recover our conversation a little, because like the news we cared about was spoiled, and there'll be more coming out tomorrow.
Cool.
Or today. Later today, we'll talk about it tomorrow with the Spider-Man issue. We got Gifts Ungiven unbanned, Sway of the Stars unbanned, Panoptic Mirror unbanned, Braid's Cabal Minion unbanned, and Coalition Victory unbanned. Everybody, have fun with those cards. Go crazy. All right? If I had some of these cards, I would put them in a deck. If I had Coalition Victory, I would put it in my Dragon deck.
I know you would.
Right? But then, I do have a Cabal, Braid's Cabal Minion somewhere. I know, because I've been looking at that card as I go through cards. I'm like, that card's banned. No good. Now I can put it in a commander deck. Gifts Ungiven, I believe I have a copy of. I'm going to put that in the deck just because it's really solid. These cards, I have no salty opinion on them. Even Panoptic Mirror, which is the saltiest card in this list.
Yep.
Can't check says, did he say Slumlord or Slumlord? That's funny. Yeah. You guys rock, you guys rule. Now it's time to get to the point of the show. I thought we was going to go overtime today, but we got the information soon. So,
cool.
Now let me put my priorities in check, everybody. Priorities. And with priorities in check, we're going to hit this little doohickey right here.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. So it's lit. MTG 3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise, building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon, no one can bring us down. MTG 3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Hello! Welcome to the shill section where we got the thrills for the fills. That's right. Everybody's going to go to the thrill section for this shill section. That's right here. We're going to start with the head in the jar. He's a little ajar in the head, but hey, we got kjcowboydan going to shill his channel.
You can follow me on Twitch and YouTube. I'm kjcowboydan, your karaoke DJ / head in a jar VTuber. Usually I'm playing video games and doing just chatting and talk content. But a lot of my content will be cut in half temporarily due to OBS issues, but we will still be continuing on with our talk content and our podcasts with Jesse Hellwheeler and myself. In the meantime, until I'm able to get back up and running fully, I am looking at putting together a new talk show. I have a few things I'm working on. If you want to take part in that, please contact me on Discord. I'll post that Discord link in the chat.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear more news about that information.
Oh, and don't forget to check out the eulogy to my coffee pot, which just recently passed away, which is available on the In the Shell Morning Coffee Podcast Discord page.
All right, hold on a second. Hold on. We can play that right now.
Oh, can we?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me. All right. Okay. Let me get back to StreamYard. Share screen. You see it?
This is my eulogy for a fallen hero, Mr. Coffee. We are gathered here today to remember and celebrate the life of a true kitchen companion, a warrior of the early morning, a bringer of warmth and caffeine, a faithful steed through sleepless nights and groggy dawns, Mr. Coffee. For 2.5 years, this noble appliance stood steadfast on the counter, never wavering in its duty. Rain or shine, weekday or weekend, he brewed life into the lifeless and clarity into chaos. He didn't judge the hour or the amount of sugar. He didn't complain when it was overworked, undercleaned, or filled with questionable off-brand grounds. It simply brewed his dark manna, always smooth and strong. Mr. Coffee knew my soul. He knew to bring something bold in the mornings. He knew I drew my power from his concoction. His brew brought me to life. We shared good times, the laughs with friends over a fresh pot. The late night editing sessions, the mid-meltdown cups of just one more. And sure, it had its quirks, that little sputtering sound he made right before his last strip. His burner heated just a bit too much on Thursdays for some reason. But those quirks, they were part of his charm. But alas, even heroes must rest after a brave battle against Calcium Hill at freight wiring and years of hard labor. Mr. Coffee brewed its final cup. The silence that now haunts my counter is deafening. So let us raise our mugs, filled for now with lesser brews from inferior machines, and honor our fallen friend. You were more than just glass and plastic. You were family. Rest in peace, dear Mr. Coffee. May you find eternal warmth and the richest flame-roasted beans in that great cafe in the sky. You will be missed, deeply caffeinated in our memories.
And that was my eulogy to Mr. Coffee.
Wow.
Yeah, you guys go check it out and go comment on that video. Find it in the Discord and in the shell section. But all right, that was a good one.
Thank you for playing that. It was actually kind of hard on me that the other morning when the coffee pot decided to go. Until his grandchild comes in, we will be imbibing on instant.
Oh yeah, instant coffee. Go check it out. We go leave him a comment on his page. Oh, I just closed the page, so
yeah, I made it. I wrote the lyrics myself, but we had Suno.ai perform as the band. And thank you, Cane Shaker. It is a sad song. It was a sad morning too.
So sad. That's right. Yes, Lone Wolf, he did make the song up. Yep. All right, now continuing with the shill section, we got a very handsome supermodel-y look of Hillbilly who wants to talk.
Hey, everybody! Tuesday is today, so that means this afternoon is dedicated to my viewers, dedicated to my channel members. So what that means is Community Day. So if you want to come by around 2 o'clock to play a game of Standard Arena against me, hey, you're more than welcome to do it, because that's what Tuesday afternoons are for. Yeah. And then later on tonight, there's going to be a Commander game fired up on my channel. And if you're interested in that, then make sure you get a hold of me through Discord. Or if Tortoise is playing, you can get a hold of him also. And then he can relay the message to me that you want to play. And I hate to say it, but it has to be first come, first serve. So if you're interested, then let me know ASAP, and then I'll be able to save you a seat.
Oh yeah. Yeah. RSVP. Hurry, go on to Hillbilly's Discord. Tell him you want to play tonight. And make sure he tells you a time so you can stick to it.
Yeah, it'll probably be around between I want to say between 6 and 7.
All right, 6 and 7.
Yeah, between 6 and 7.
All right, feels awesome. Excuse me, it is awesome. All right, everybody. Oh, Super Fast Tortoise. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope you enjoyed the conversation, the ban list. I was excited to talk about it and want to learn more. Tomorrow we'll talk more about it. Tonight, I probably won't go live because of Hillbilly's game, because I plan on being there with my, bearing on the bracket system.
What bracket do you want to play?
Well, I want to play my bracket 4 deck.
Okay.
See, I was going to go to your guys' games, but you guys told me that I wasn't allowed to wear a cheerleader's outfit.
Well, you can wear a cheerleader's outfit in chat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right. Kyle Smith, what's up? These brackets are poorly thought out and poorly executed. Some of the bands are arguably far more powerful than Primeval Titan. Right? Agreed. WotC band deciders have no idea what the way the stars was banned. Yeah, you're right. And you know what? That's a good idea. But I still approve of the bands list. But anyways, if Hillbilly goes live, if does his game at 7, I'll try to do a live at 6. If he does his live at 6, I'll be on his game at 6, and we'll be playing probably most of the night, 1 or 2 games, because I got to get off the computer around 9 o'clock.
Okay, that settles my time. 7 o'clock tonight is when the Commander game will be.
7, that's a good time. That's honestly a good time. 7 is probably the best time because it gives me time to do it live or something. Have fun, because I got an update idea. Well, sadly, I'm going to be tearing apart a certain deck.
Oh,
This is my Eldrazi deck.
That don't sound good at all.
Well, I'm going to tear
I
apart.
hate to know what's in that.
I need to tear apart.
Can we not use the word tear in front of cardboard junkies, please? Tear is not a good word.
KJ says he wants to see KJ in that cheerleader outfit.
Well, it's pretty much just a pile of clothes from the neck down because I'm a head in a jar. But I got like pom-poms that also sit in the pile as well. It's actually pretty nice.
Anyways, what I was saying is I got to tear apart my Eldrazi deck because I need parts for my dragon deck. Because I'm trying to upgrade that to be a little more aggressive than a 2 deck.
But you said it was already a 4.
I wish it was a 4, but I was able to get my hands on a fancy card yesterday for the dragon deck.
Ooh,
Got out of a trade.
nice.
Yeah, a little board wipe on a stick.
Instant meat hook. People are hearing that too.
Mm-hmm.
Reoccurring meat hook.
Recurring. Yeah, it's pretty solid. But anyways, I want to thank you guys for liking this video, subscribing, new subscribers. You really did an awesome job. Thank you for the subscribers that came here. I want to thank you, my channel members, for being members of the channel and helping out, supporting the show monetarily. But the subscribers, you do an amazing job being here, watching the video, commenting, chatting, doing all the stuff, liking the video. You all rock. And everybody else, I want to remind you that you're awesome and amazing, that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, brighten someone's day, because you might be the change they need today. Now let's hit that outro. Woo woo.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show.